So in this part, we have the opening invoices report that shows you percentage of your invoice that is open. Collection report shows you the amount of money you have collected from each of your customers, the average days to pay. It shows you the amount of period it takes for your client to pay you. That means zero, that means they pay early. All this means you have a lot of reports here. Then you go to the sales bar, you can see sales by customer. So it tells you which particular customer you sold the most items to and the value, total value. The sales by customer summary. You have the sales by customer detail. This is more detailed. This is a more detailed explanation of the sales by customer. You have sales by ship. This is when you deliver your goods. You can know to which location do we deliver most of our goods to. With this information, you can make some key business and business strategic decision, like should I move my business location since I'm delivering more goods to this area, things like that. You have pending sales. You have sales graph. You also have sales by item. From here you can determine which item you sold the most, the total value of your sales, the percentage, the item percentage of change, percentage of sales, sorry. So we notice that total sales determined was 37.9%, things like that. Sales by item, so you bake the sales based on the inventory. A lot of reports. Sales by item detail. This is just a detailed report of the sales. Now you have jobs, time and mileage. In this job time and mileage, you're looking at profitability. How profitability are your activities with your vendors in terms of the jobs and in relation to the inventory, the difference between their cost and their revenue to know the actual profitability. Is it really profitable? How profitable it is? The detail. This is a more comprehensive report of this. It has more details inside, like the date, debit and credit, actual invoice number, profit and loss by job. We help you break down the report in terms of the customers and also the income and expenses to know your net income by job. So now for this particular merchandise sales, this is what I got from Franca 550. Same make this, tell her this. You can make reports. You also have item profitability. This helps you to know how profitable your inventory is. Look at the actual cost, the actual revenue, the difference. So all these are very key reports. Unbilled cost by job, the jobs that you have not billed. I don't think we have any report here. When we move out to the vendors and payables, you have the account payable aging summary. It shows you all the customers that are owing you and the period to which they are owing you. Is it between 1 to 30 days, 31 to 60 days, 61 to 90 days, or greater than 90? This is the detailed report of this. It also shows you in form of a graph, a pie chart. Shows you which vendor owes you the most based on the pie chart. You need to see the pie chart, see where it looks. You can also see vendor balance to know how much is the balance in each vendor's account, who is owing you and who is not owing you. It shows you most of these vendors are owing us this amount, 1,000, this. So it shows you the vendors and how much we're owing them. Sorry, not what they're owing us, how much we're owing them. We're owing Caleb 1,000, Choma this, Samson this, UBA this, and Valentine this. So it shows us the vendors balance, how much we're owing them. This is just a more comprehensive report of this. This helps to show you unpaid bills, all the bills you have not paid that are still open. This is a very detailed report. It shows you this is just like a detailed report of your payables, their dates, the due dates, the periods for which you have aged, and the date of payment, things like that. A lot of transaction linked by vendor shows you which vendor did you do a lot of transaction with, what did I buy, what did I not buy, which date I bought this, and what did the account this item was bought to. So all these are very key reports. So you can present any report on your businesses, and these reports are automatically updated as you perform transactions. You also have the purchases. You can determine the purchases by vendor, this is what I bought from this vendor, this is what I did not buy from this, I did not buy from this vendor, I bought from this vendor this amount. So you know the purchases by vendor. This is a more detailed report. Purchases by item. With this you can know the inventory item you bought the most and the value of the total cost of the inventory item you bought. All the report, you can always change the date range depending on the period you want to see. This is by item detailed. You have open purchase order. I told you what open purchase order are in the first videos we did. Open purchase order is open purchase order details, open purchase order by jobs. You move to inventory. You have inventory valuation. This is a key report, so it helps you know the total value of all the inventory you have on hand. And here you can see the total 3,200. The total value of all the inventory we have on hand, 3,200. This is the total on hand quantity, the unit of measurement, the average cost, the asset value, the retail value. So if we sell them, this is what we will get. On hand, this is what they cost us. So very key report. So you can know what they cost us and what we'll get when we sell them. This is a more detailed report by the item. You can also see the stock by item, stock status by item. This is a more comprehensive detailed inventory, the preferred vendor, the order point, the maximum on hand, how many on sales order, how many are for assembly, how many are available, unit of measurement on purchase order, the order quantity and the next date of delivery. So this gives a very detailed report of your inventory by item. You also have by inventory stock level by vendor, and you have a physical inventory worksheet. Now with this you can verify the value of your inventory on hand. To say, like, maybe you're performing a stock count in your shop, maybe you own a retail business, you're performing a stock count. You look at detergent, I have -2. I go there, I should not have any stock. I see my nails, I have 4. Go there, I should be counting 4 nails there. Would I have 14 if I go to my account? So this is where you have to do your physical inventory count and verify your records. Ensure that your inventory records are correct. You look at banking, the deposit, the actual funds you have deposited, the checks you have written their details, the missing checks, your reconciliation discrepancy, your previous reconciliation. Also, accountant and tax, you check your trial balance, the journal entries you have done. You look at the trial balance, the balance that deals with your major transactions you did. These are transactions that originate from your journal. These are transactions adjusted to a balance, transactions that originated from your journal as a result of what? Your bank reconciliation. Adjusting journal entries. This is the actual trial balance. All these are from your journal, result of adjustments you made in your journal entries. Transaction detail by account. So all the different charts of accounts you have and the transaction details in all of them. All the transaction details you did in respect to particular accounts. So you can verify those records here. There are lots and lots of reports. You can take your time and go through them. If you really understand the concept, there should not be any issue. You have employee and payroll. The payroll summary, what you pay to your employee. Payroll by item. Payroll detail. Payroll liability balances, what you are still owing. Payroll transactions by payee. Payroll transaction detail. So all these are multiple reports you can go through anytime you want. You also have budgets and forecasts. If you create budget and you have lists, a lot of reports. You have the customer list, their phone list, the vendor phone list, the contact list, so you can contact any of your vendors. Different reports. You can choose to go to any report you want.